Hey, bro, look at this.
Yosh? I'm kind of freaking out right now.
Why?
Look, I haven't seen you all month, and now the Grinch is just chilling on your couch.
Well, you know, after the way 2025 kind of ended, he just kind of sticking around.
He can't be that bad. Hey, Grinch.
Nope, don't interact with him.
Why not?
Because he's gonna lecture you on something all social justice-y. We already do that for a living.
Oh, come on, he can't be that bad. Hey, Grinch.
Yeah, see that's what's wrong.
Nope.
Well, boo, who? You. Because I'm gonna tell you anyway. All I said last year was it was okay for Santa to be black or Asian or whatever. I just said be more open-minded, America.
And
y'all failed miserably. You got rid of not only black Santa, but everything black. Black education, black history, like anything under the guise of black, otherwise known to most people in politics as DEI. That's just another dog whistle to we getting rid of everything black. Look.
On day one, the new president signed an executive order eliminating federal DEI programs.
On Tuesday, President Donald Trump signed a series of executive orders eliminating diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI, government programs, with a memo going out to federal agencies placing all DEI office staffers on paid leave immediately.
Jackie Robinson is now the latest target of the Trump administration's purge of diversity, equity, and inclusion. We have already seen government websites take down tributes to the Tuskegee Airmen as well as the Navajo code talkers of World War II.
Trump administration is ordering signs and exhibits related to slavery be removed from multiple national parks. That's according to our partners at the Washington Post. It is part of the president's executive order to remove, quote, corrosive ideology.
President Trump is ordering a review of America's museums in an attempt to get rid of exhibits he doesn't like. Says museums should focus more on America's brightness and not how bad slavery was.
The Smithsonian Museum and claiming it is out of control, where everything discussed is how horrible our country is, how bad slavery was, and how unaccomplished the downtrodden have been.
We want the museums to talk about the history of our country in a fair manner, not in a woke manner or in a racist manner.
The president's latest complaints about exhibits on slavery come as the administration tries to overhaul how American history is taught by criticizing or even threatening to withhold funding from schools that offer curricula like the impacts of slavery.
Elon Musk in recent years related to race, immigration, and diversity, and casting some doubt about the directions thereof. These comments, and of course the tech billionaire's prominence in the Trump White House and his shift from backing diversity, equity, inclusion to now firmly and aggressively on social media opposing them.
When the turbulence hits, or when you're flying through a storm and you're like, I'm so glad I saw the guy with the right stuff and the square jaw get into the cockpit before we took off, and I feel better now thinking about that.
No, I mean, like, you want to go thought crime? Like, I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
Hey, how do you do that?
I don't know, bro. He can do cutaways. That's why I mostly ignore him.
It is true, we did get pretty anti-black last year.
Man, how so? I thought last year was pretty black. We had Kendrick in the Super Bowl, Cowboy Carter, Beyonce, Sinners, Ryan Coogler. Like, that plantation even burned down. Last year felt pretty black to me.
Well, look at DEI.
Yeah, I heard it in the cutaways, but what is DEI actually?
That's diversity, equity, and inclusion. Pretty simple. It means that every person has their own thing that they can contribute, right? Talent is equally distributed, but opportunity and privilege are not. So what we're saying is by having a bunch of different kinds of people with different thoughts and different backgrounds and different ideas, our businesses, our schools, our places, our ideas will all do better. It's really simple. It just means that we can all contribute.
Besides, anything having to do with race has been expunged in recent years.
Alright, well, Grouch.
It's Grinch.
Whatever, you furry pickle. Ain't it always been this way? Like it or not, this is America.
Yeah, no, look, you little rage baiter, it's complicated like the rest of the history in America. It stems all the way back to post-Civil War efforts for black rights, and it gained significant traction in the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which banned discrimination. It was followed by other affirmative action mandates in the 1960s, and federal contractors expanded it beyond just race to gender and sexuality. By the 1980s, 1990s, business actually recognized it as a strategic value, and many of the corporations we see today actually have built upon that.
Let's just look at like 2020, right? More recent, when we were starting JV together. Through protests, through a lot of the active work, corporations were starting to change their practices. They started hiring more people, changing a lot of the work there, but It was about the training, about workplace goals. It was so much that was involved in how they were trying to change and how much we were pushing them for it. Without that, the work that we were doing, like that was the work we were in. That existed because of us. We existed because of it. It was this like back and forth of here's how we need to work as people.
All right, so what's the fallout then?
You ever heard of the zero-sum theory or zero-sum myth, as a lot of people call it?
Kinda.
So essentially, as some people were getting more rights, as they looked at like conditions improving for black people. And I don't mean improving like, look at us thriving now. We were thriving in the circumstance we were given, but look at us going from sharecroppers to starting schools and businesses. They would talk about this thing of, oh, well, look, the more they get, the less you could have. There's only so much to have. And so it created this thing that in order for some people to win, other people have to lose, right? That it somehow has to equal 0. So if I win 5, you have to lose 5. But really it's if I win 5 and you win 5, we have 10.
Honey, I know your history. You know this country's built on racial oppression. They ain't never gonna let us colored folks be free, brother.
Okay, Timu Wicked, I don't know if you count.
Hold it down.
You ain't no alphaba. You mostly played by white actors.
What, you colorist now?
All right, I'll drop it.
All right, honey, look, it's true though. They are getting rid of everything from classroom concepts like ethnic studies and critical race theory.
Critical race theory is a religion of secularism and guilt.
Critical race theory is the denial of critical thinking.
Critical race theory is a device designed to capture white guilt.
It is about working to change and overthrow infrastructure.
An ideology that threatens to overturn the advances of human civilization over the last 500 years.
Critical race theory is basically teaching people to hate our country, hate each other.
Critical race theory and supporting all these anti-Christ indoctrinations of our children.
Critical race theory. Yeah. What does that do to a black boy?
A black and white kid?
Whose mother is white and whose mother is black and whose father is white.
Right.
Does it reinforce the Oedipal notion all kids have, wanting to kill their father and marry their mother? I mean, what does this do to the children?
The U.S. Department of Education actually removed any DEI-related documents and put any DEI staff on leave. Honey, wake up. They've cut billions in research grants and funds for programs like TRIO, which supported disadvantaged students. They've either been cut or frozen because they're perceived DEI links. This is getting crazy.
The Supreme Court recently cleared the way for the Trump administration to cancel roughly $65 million in federal education grants linked to diversity, equity, and inclusion.
The Trump administration is freezing nearly $200 million in science and medical research grants to UCLA.
Major cuts to student aid, eliminating the federal supplemental educational opportunity grant, and programs that support low-income and first-generation college students.
Teachers and school officials expressing outrage as the Trump administration freezes more than $6 billion in education grants, including programs to help undocumented immigrants and one that raised awareness about queer resistance in the arts.
The new move from Secretary of State Marco Rubio comes amid uncertainty over the legal status of thousands of foreign students nationwide and amid the escalating legal fight with Harvard over the university's ability to even enroll foreign students.
Radical people. They're taking people from areas of the world that are very radicalized, and we don't want them making trouble in our country. But I want to make sure that the foreign students are people that can love our country. We don't want to see shopping centers exploding.
No, hold on. I don't even know why he's so blasé-faire about this whole thing. Like, DEI cuts have directly impacted you two. Your org used to be 2 black guys running around teaching about black history. Now the 2 of y'all have been replaced by 2 white guys named Craig and Steve. Steve!
Bro, they even fired your cat because he was too black. They got us a golden retriever instead.
Hey, great dog though, right?
You know, I know, great dog. Great dog.
All right. So, actually, guys, what can we do?
Give up.
Now, seriously, algae-covered Wookiee, what can we actually do?
I'm gonna let that one slide because you learned a lot today. But know who you buy from. Put community over convenience. Donate to those in need. Support education efforts like What JV Was or HBCUs, or my personal Venmo.
Can we stop by taking JV back? Let's start there, and then let's go ahead and try to have the best year we've had yet.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking to you, Green Goblin. But you did say something that I connected with. And honestly, bro, I feel like that should be our slogan this year. Community over convenience.
I'm in if you are.
I bet.
Yosh? Is he asleep again?
What, this fool? And this fool got narcolepsy. Too much moonshine. Let's get out of here.
I know that's right. Big bad pussy, not the